One time I was doing a bid for another company, and I showed up to a bid that I had done for my company. It was super awkward. And I gave him a higher price for the other company, and he hired the other guy. And then I came and did the work. I was like, you failed the life skills test, buddy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay, so this here is where it leans. All right, and that is over those trees and onto the neighbor's house is where it leans. And we want it to go 90 degrees or more to that lean, so this way. I might cut down that little madrone there just to make a path so that the butt doesn't get shoved over or something, because there's a little plum tree over there that Damien was telling us about that we need to protect.
Give them a price that's fair to us.
Yeah, that's the idea. Fair to everybody, if possible.
Yep. But yeah, so that's the story with that.
We're fair standing.
Yeah, we're fair standing. We don't need to be pulled or pushed.
Nope.
Just a little wedge will get us to sway one way or another.
Oh, I'm gonna be using that. That'll preach good. Be fair standing. Then you won't need to be pulled or pushed or pounded.
Yeah. It's like when you're on an estimate, it's like you don't like to be pulled and you don't like to be pushed, but little things can get you to tip one way or another. Whether somebody is a really nice guy or something, you're like, he kind of has a way of, without even talking about it, getting the price down. And sometimes you show up to a job, you see the lady and you just want to do it for free.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not even that you want to, it's that you're compelled by magic to do that.
Yeah.
Like they use...
Nobody had to cut me down, I just fell.
Yeah.
No wedges needed.
It's like she uses the force on you. Remember that one lady? Yeah. And then the homeowner asked us to follow this other tree while we were here. And I think I know why. Would you like to see why? I think that's why. He took the power head off, and the bar has been there a while.
I was thinking about that.
Mm-hmm. If her husband had not showed up while I was doing the bid, I would have been paying them to do that work. He shook me out of my hypnosis.
Yeah. Oh, wait, where am I? Where am I? Oh yeah, I'm trying to make money here. Okay, $1 million.
Yep. I tell you, men are weak. They are. I
went from doing anything for free to realizing that's a gigantic tree.
Yeah. It reminds me of that story about those guys that, it's like one of the Greek myth guys, Hercules or something, and or it's Poseidon, I don't know, it's some kind of adventure movie where these guys end up on this island of witches, and the witches are super hot, and
nice.
And they got like lots of good food, and it's just a party by the pool.
Yeah.
And then they realize that they've been there, so they've only been there 3 days, and they're like, well, it's about time to get back, but really it's been like 12 years in real time, and their wives and children are getting old at home while they're lost in some sort of transfixion. Anyway.
Yeah.
that's exactly what it's like when you show up to do a bid and you want to do it for free because the ladies got magic.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it reminds me of another movie called Dinosaur Island.
I don't know, Jeff. I think it could be done without a wedge. I mean, without a rope.
Yeah.
It's definitely doable with holding wood and a wedge, as long as our wood's good. Okay.
These guys crash they like somehow like crash their boat, or something happens with their boat and they end up having to swim to this island. And all of a sudden there's these like topless, like it's like a Aboriginal tribe of hot chicks that have never seen man before.
Oh, stop talking. I'm already starting to lose consciousness.
Yeah. And there's these dinosaurs on this island.
What?
And like,
okay, that should wake you up.
and like the women somehow think that there's like these chosen ones or whatever, like kings or something, that are supposed to show up. And like they show up and they're like, oh, they like start to think that they're like the kings or whatever that are supposed to magically appear when the dinosaurs come or something. They're like, oh, yeah, that's us. Yeah, we're the kings. And like, so they start getting super pampered and stuff, you know? But then like, eventually it comes to like dinosaur battle time and they're like, oh, like, what do we do? Like, you know, like they're like trying to like play the part. But it's super cheesy. It's like...
That's not very much like my movie at all.
No, yeah. It's not anywhere close.
Except for the chicks were hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know
Yeah.
me. If the girl's hot, I don't notice because of my marriage and my...
Yeah, I've only seen one hot chick before.
Yeah, and you married
and now
her.
I'm married.
Yeah.
I only seen one hot chick in my life, and I've been married ever since.
And I would agree with you that she's hot, except I'm married, and so your wife's not hot.
Yeah, neither is yours.
Excellent. All right, we're doing good.
Jeff, you didn't pick a winner either.
No. No one's ever noticed her.
Nope. You guys, I feel bad for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because I have told her that, man, I kind of feel bad for all the other chicks in the world, because none of them are nearly as beautiful as you.
Yeah.
She's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I also have next level compliment skills.
You kind of have to a little bit. I wonder what kind of what Jeff's skill level is at.
Dude, I suck at it.
We'll have a class and we'll teach you. We'll have a teacher.
Yeah.
So you could do what I compared my wife. I said my wife was like my Axe 19 chipper. They're both too good for me. Yeah, but then the Axe 19 chipper broke and started glitching out. I thought maybe that was somehow poetic too.
Yeah, they all glitch out from time to time.
Yeah.
What the hell is wrong with you?
talk about this stump for a minute. So I had a choice. I could have just felled the downhill one first because it would have gone on its own. But I thought it was kind of cooler to see them both go with the other. So all three go at once. When you're doing that, you run the risk of them breaking into two before you even get done with the face cut or halfway through the back cut. So you gotta watch it. But there was just enough to get her done. That's the stump. This is actually a madrone burl. If they wanted to dig it up, I've heard they go for a pretty good amount of money if you can extricate them from the ground. Now let's talk about how this fir tree ended up here and the whys and the whats of it all, just for a second, because inquiring minds want to know. All the little trees in good shape here. This one being the most important, and you can see the limbs stuck out a bit, but we never harmed it. We came close to it with the limbs, and we got the stem over here in this spot. Now let's talk about the stump over here really quick. These are classic homeowner stumps. All right, so let's talk about this stump a little bit. I'll just try to name all the things that you might wonder about if you don't know this game. Jeff cut the bark off the sides. That made it easier to pound wedges and just less girth, I guess. And the tree leaned, remember, this way toward the neighbors over here. And we got it exactly 90 degrees with wedges. And it was a little bit helpful that there was limb weight this way, but it wasn't a lot because the tree was so dead, but it was notable. And then because the plum tree was on this side, remember there's a plum tree way out there? Well, that made me hold more wood on the hinge on this side. These fibers would be pulling more than these fibers as it went. And you saw me cutting wood right at the last there, right at the time where you see a lot of guys run away because it's tipping. Oh my goodness, it's tipping, get out of here. Well, do you know what you're doing? If you know what you're doing, you know where it's going, you have eyes in your head, then you may know that you still got some steering to do. So I was cutting wood at the very last here because I had it committed to where I wanted and I needed no more control of the drift in this direction. So I just eliminated it at the end and dropped it in there. And I had 1, 2, 3 wedges. You can see that there was a fair amount of lifting to do because you know, it left grooves where it was being pounded in there. And then I finally got it to tip. These wedges were buried to the hilt. And then I finally got it to tip by stacking wedges. And the wedges were stacked too high, not T-O-O, T-W-O. And that gave me just what I needed to tip it. And then I cut the holding wood at the end there. And by the way, I'm not saying that there's not a time to bail and run from a tree stump. I'm not saying that at all. But you'll see loggers, people who do a lot of cutting, you know, they'll be there on the stump for a while because they're marksmen and they're putting it in there where they want it to go. And part of that is steering as it falls. And it's a big subject and there's a lot more that could be said about it. But for now, that's what that's about. And if you don't like that, by all means, do not do it. You know, get it tipping and run, I guess. But that's not often the case for us. All right, nice talking to you. Thanks for hanging out with us today. One other thing I would mention is that I had a deep face cut because it made it so that I wouldn't have to pound as hard to tip it over center of gravity. You know, I still had the full width of the stem for guidance, but I was every bit of halfway, maybe a touch more, just so that I could move the tipping point and have less wedging to do. Careful about doing that if you don't know what you're doing, because that's a game for those in the know, I guess. But think about it, it's common sense. What's up, aviation YouTube friends? Today is about the flying. Well, I do get to go fall a tree with Damien later, so maybe we'll have that in there too. So the purpose of my flight today is I'm going to go to Medford. It's a controlled airspace, Class D. I'll leave the airspace. Something I've never done by myself is get out of the pattern, the landing pattern, the traffic pattern of the airport when I'm alone. I've never done that, so it's a new thing for me, and the goal is to leave the airspace, request to leave the airspace. Medford ground, Cessna 333 Quebec at Millionaire with information hotel for departure to the practice area, and then maybe some pattern work after that.
Cessna 3833 Quebec, roger, runway 32, takes via Bravo Alpha.
So now I need to get this radio set up for Cascade, which is who controls the airspace outside of Class D. Now once I get taken off, I need to wait for a frequency change, and I'll call Cascade. Medford Tower, Cessna 3833 Quebec, holding short of 32 at Alpha 1 for departure to the practice area, and await frequency change.
Cessna 383 to Quebec, Medford Tower, when I have you do something weird, just listen carefully. Make a left downwind departure, and continue on the left downwind. I'll call your turn on course. Runway, correct, Cessna 383 to Quebec, runway 32, clear for takeoff.
Runway 32, cleared for takeoff, going to make left departure and hold the downwind and wait for further instructions, 33 Quebec.
Cessna 383 to Quebec, you got it, thank you, sir.
Heels to the floor, full throttle, oil pressure's in the green, airspeed's coming alive, let's rotate on out of here. Take a deep breath, because it's been a few days. Not since I took a deep breath, but since I flew.
Velo 112, Medford Tower, you ready?
Velo 112, affirmative.
Looking for...
Velo 112, Medford Tower. Traffic 3 miles northeast of the airport is that helicopter, and 1,900 indicated. They'll be out of your way on the Brute 7. Runway 32, clear for takeoff, Brute 7 departure.
Clear for takeoff, 32, Brute 7 departure. We'll look for the helicopter. And don't know if I said it. Clear for takeoff on 32, Velo 112.
Back to 2,000 RPM.
Coast Guard 6502, traffic taking the runway is a 737 approaching the approach end. You got them in sight?
In sight, 6502.
Coast Guard 6502, after they depart, caution wake turbulence, landing on taxiway Bravo. You can cross the center lines after that departure, sir. Taxiway Bravo, clear to land, Medford altimeter 3019, wind calm.
3019, clear to land, taxiway Bravo after the Avelo traffic departs. We have them in sight.
Cessna 382 to Quebec, you can continue your climb.
Medford Tower, helicopter 626 Charlie Kilo with hotel.
Helicopter 626 Charlie Kilo, Medford Tower, hold position.
626 Charlie Kilo with hotel.
Continuing climb, 33 Quebec. Because he knows I'm going to be going on up to 5,500, so that was a good point.
Cessna 382 to Quebec, say altitude.
Altitude 3,000 right now, 33 Quebec.
Cessna 382 Quebec, you make a left turn on course, thank you.
Left turn, 33 Quebec.
Coast Guard 6502, taxiway Bravo, clear to land.
Coast Guard 6502, clear to land, taxiway Bravo.
Helicopter 626 Charlie Kilo, traffic overhead of you, 2,700, climbing fast, this is 737. Departure from present position will be at your own risk, not inside from tower, use caution. Medford altimeter 3019, wind call.
3019, 66 Charlie Kilo on the go, thank you, sir.
Cessna 332 Quebec, frequency change approved, see ya.
Frequency change approved, 33 Quebec.
Cascade departure, Cessna 3833 Quebec, leaving Medford to the practice area, climbing through 4700 to 5500.
Number 3833 Quebec, Cascade approach, say type Cessna.
Cessna 172, 33 Quebec.
33 Quebec, squawk 0374.
Squawk 0374, 33 Quebec.
November 40 Yankee, climb maintain 1000, cleared direct bend, contact Seattle Center 127.55, get it.
2755, 1000, direct band, origin.
Number 3833 Quebec, radar contact 3 miles east of Medford Airport. Medford altimeter is 3019er, say again your altitude.
Altitude 5,500, leveling off right now, 33 Quebec.
Number 33 Quebec, altitude check, thank you. Remain outside Medford Quest Delta airspace, advise when you'd like to return.
Roger that, 33 Quebec, will advise when I want to return.
So amazing. I feel like it's so amazing that I'm here. That I'm here. By myself. What? Oh. God in heaven. Thank you for altitude. I'm on the schedule this week to speak at my church to give the message. So I've been racking my brain about how I could inspire people. And I think I'm going to go with this message about trying. The title is, if you can't be perfect, why try? And the message is all about pushing your comfort zone. And really the basic main principle that I want to make over and over in the message, if possible, is that if perfection isn't possible, success is. And I just want to encourage people to make plans that get them outside of their comfort zone. You know, these are plans for your health, for your relationships, plans for being a better you so you can be a better light in the world. Why? Why do that if perfection isn't possible? Why not just accept who you are and roll around in it? Because small changes, small successes, small victories are good things. They are worthwhile use of your time. So to gain small victories on a regular basis adds up to a pattern of life that kind of shows improvement, and it's a happier life. It's a more fulfilling. That's the nutshell version of the message I'm working on. And I don't want to give the impression that I'm very successful at success. But I just think it's important to try. And give yourself credit for small success. And go ahead and make the next plan. Make the next right choice regardless of the past failure. Because the alternative is so lame. You know, the settling, the giving up is far worse than failure.
Cascade approach, Cessna 333 Quebec, ready to head back to Medford.
Cessna 33 Quebec, roger. Do you have information, Juliet?
I have information, Juliet, 33 Quebec.
Number 33 Quebec, roger. Enter a right downwind, runway 32, and contact Medford Tower on 119.4. Have a good day.
Medford Tower, Cessna 3833 Quebec, about 8 miles to the northeast, coming on back for touch and go, 33 Quebec.
Cessna 3833 Quebec, Medford Tower, enter right traffic, runway 32, report midfield.
We'll enter right traffic for runway 32, report midfield, 33 Quebec.
Low altitude alert, horizon 2051, check your altitude immediately, Medford altimeter 3019er.
Everything's in sight, thanks, horizon 2051. Alpha 5, Alpha to the terminal, monitor tower, point 8, and SkyWest stole my line, but happy St. Patrick's Day. I hope all the luck comes to you.
You too, happy St. Patty's Day. Cessna 383 Quebec, runway 32, cleared touch and go, on the go, make left traffic.
Runway 32 clear, touch and go, on the go, left traffic, 33 Quebec.
Hey, I'm here pre-flighting the plane, and I meet Jacob. Tell him a little bit about what you just told me.
Saw August's video on YouTube, and I've been wanting to come fly, so I called up Millionaire, and I was out flying this morning, and I noticed August was out here, and I came to say hi.
Were you in this plane?
Yeah, I was in 338 Quebec.
So he warmed it up for me.
Yep, it's solid.
So the oil's good?
Oil's good.
I gotta check it anyway, huh?
Yeah, it's getting close to 6.
What about the fuel?
I don't know, we burned a good amount.
All right, I'll check it out. Nice meeting you, Jacob.
Hey, Hallie and Brody and Axel.
So he's like me. He's doing this, but he's got to be careful because he's got a lot of people relying on him. I guess that goes for just about everybody.
Yeah, we got to lead the way.
Okay, time to go follow a tree. So as I was leaving there, I just ran into this other guy. It's really interesting. So check this out. The other day, I'm leaving the tarmac, and I hear August like that. And I'm like, okay, this is like a secure area, the ramp out there, you know. Nobody knows me. This ain't my world. Somebody yells my name. And there's a guy who so I landed, and I went over to the ramp, and then this other guy landed, and he's flying this really sleek, awesome jet. And it's a medevac plane, and he says, I watch your YouTube videos. It was awesome. And then what was really wild is he said, and my monkey beaver harness should be arriving at my house today in the mail. I was blown away. It was so amazing that this guy, this like real pilot, that's what I said. I'm like, you're like a real pilot. Well, he's entering my world, and I'm entering his world. He's wanting to do his own tree work and stuff, and he's getting equipped for it. It was amazing. I mean, what a small world. This guy is a fighter pilot, retired fighter pilot, and now flies the medevac jet. So, Jeff Buckland, nice meeting you. I hope you watch this video. I hope you don't see that last landing I just did, but you probably will, and that's okay, because I'm not supposed to be awesome at this quite yet. Anyway, nice meeting you, and nice meeting Jacob as well. Amazing, huh? The ramp is an empty place. You don't run into people there. It's not a populous place to go. There's very few people there. So, within days, I've met 2 guys who both know me from YouTube, and one of them, oh, so yeah, check it out. He emailed the next day. Sure enough, there was an email. My saddle was there when I got home, so it's pretty cool. Really, really cool. Because I respect the pilots and I really respect the air traffic control guys too, you know. I respect everyone. I respect life. But my interest really perks up when it turns all pilot-like, because that's what I aspire to be, and these guys are making it happen. Already did. Anyway, I'm glad you like the monkey beaver harness, because I made that happen. Me and Joe. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Woo! I tried to get my saw back, but couldn't do it all. Main thing, I was keeping my left leg from between these two.